This thing called life is a tricky one. You only live for the time that you're supposed to be here. Tomorrow never promise. Huh. Live it the best way you can live. At least try your best too. We all gonna fail. We all gonna fall short of a bunch of our goals, regardless we want to believe it or not. All we can do is try to just recover, get better at it, strive for better, motivate ourselves to never put ourselves in that predicament again. Nobody's perfect. We are growing as men and women every day. All we can do is just try to be the best we that we can be. When you try to do too much or overstep your boundaries, that's when you make mistakes. But don't always look at mistakes as a bad thing. They're learning experiences. Without them, you can't grow. Without them, you can't learn. Most importantly, without them, you can't be the best you that you can be. Always strive for better. Never look at yourself as just good enough. Try to be the best you. At the end of the day, all you got is yourself. You your worst critic. You look at yourself in that mirror every day and ask yourself, who am I today? How can I be better? How can I strive and be great? A lot of people give up way too fast. And then they get to the point where they don't know what to do. I hope I never get that complacent. Hope I never get to that point when I want to just stop being great or stop trying to better myself. As I'm weighing these options, man, getting better with time, I've learned a lot, a whole lot of things. I've learned I'm not perfect. And quite honestly, I'll never be. Quite honestly, a lot of reasons. First one obvious being, my name being Option. So it kind of like went with the title. Weighing my options. Kind of gave like that, almost like a double entendre, working with my name and weighing my options. But it's pretty much what happened, what's been going on over these last 2 years. And I just wanted to touch on a couple of the things I've went through, a couple of the hardships, the struggles. Like, this is the most vulnerable that I feel like I've ever been. So I just felt like it was necessary. It took me 2 years to finish this project, and it was definitely well worth it. I would say I would probably say the hardest part of working on the album is finding the motivation. I wasn't really motivated for this album. I felt like Homecoming was like my last project. Like I was completely done with it. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Dabble with it a little bit. And something just kept pulling me in, kept pulling me in. So eventually, I just stopped being lazy and start really zoning in on it. And here we are. We in fourth quarter right now, putting the final touches to it. I'm taking y'all through the making of process, but I'm also giving y'all like a side story with it. So yeah, man, I just felt necessary. I felt like I couldn't leave it alone. Contemplating on retirement. It's like my third time actually doing it, but it's something about music that just still keep me there. Yo, what's crazy is I get that question all the time. People be like, yo, how you this talented? Your songs so good. Why you not on the radio? Why you ain't signed? And I tell people the same thing every time. My drug ain't their drug. You know what I mean? They don't want to hear conscious music. They don't want to hear music with substance. They don't want to hear, music with intellect, rhyme schemes that have some type of art to it. They want to hear something that's quick, gonna get you jumping, get you bopping, shake your ass, shoot them up, bang them up, something that feel good. And I'm not knocking nobody that do it. It's just, if my music don't got no content, then I really just can't put it out. I can't just rap about nothing. Throughout this album, you'll notice every song takes on a story of its own. Every song has its own destination, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And basically, like, it goes perfectly with what was going on with today, what's going on with my personal life, but most importantly, it's something that everybody can live with on an everyday basis. And I feel like this pretty, this really gonna be an album that everybody gonna be like, yo, if I had to put Option, Music, and his albums in top 5, this would probably be like number 1 or 2. I'm a lot more vulnerable in this album. Instead of pointing a finger, I've been pointing a finger a lot back at myself. Talking about my flaws, my own mistakes, my own mental lapses, my own problematic things that I've dealt with and probably could have went about them differently, but I didn't have the right guidance. I didn't weigh my options the right way. See what I did there? So, it plays a major effect. It plays a major effect on my mental, my growth, my maturity, and it's just it's just real vulnerable. I really talk about everything that happened over the 2 years. Like, I don't want to give y'all too much about it, but it's definitely an album that it touches right here in your chest. I know me writing it really took a lot out of me. I really had to deep dig into the crates. I had to dig deep into the crates to really find those emotions, those feelings, those problematic issues and circumstances that I was going through. I had to relive them, but this time relive them on a beat, and then be conscious enough that I'm letting the people that's listening to it in on something that's really personal and vulnerable to me. And I came to that point because I became secure with myself. Like, nobody's perfect. A man is going to make mistakes more oftentimes than not, and all we can do is just be there, accept it, learn from it, and get better. You see where I'm at, right? Late night vibing in my car, working on music. Don't want to wake the kids, But I spend a lot of time in my car, especially when it comes to music. I try to just create that vibe, that ambiance. You know what I mean? Put me in my zone. Yeah, got a lot on my plate. Know my mind is red all on my face. Lost in my thoughts and start to question my face. No use in playing it safe. I went in there and got the would be great. Something like that, You see what happens? You try to get your music on. The baby gets sick. It's nothing like being a father. Nothing like being a parent. Regardless what you got going on. Regardless what your day details. You gotta be a superhero for them no matter what. So, I guess I can't even finish up my music. Gotta cater to the little one. Hopefully she feels better. Ain't that right?